This easy day just turned into a pretty long, crummy day really fast. Good morning, and we kind of messed up yesterday. You can see our beautiful dump trailer's in the shop there, and we kind of drove the brakes off of her. Whoops. But yeah, the rear passenger shoes on the brake drum are like falling off, and we broke the springs on it yesterday, and she down for the count for a little while. They're gonna redo the brakes on her, and so we're gonna have to get a regular high side. We ain't gonna be able to pull that dump. There's no way that Mr. DOT man would like any of that, but it is Tuesday morning and we gotta go find us a trailer. Just like that side. That side's good. That's right there. Kind of messed up a little bit. It was time for some shoes anyway. So as you see, we drove the brakes off of her. They said it's gonna be down for a few days. They gotta get, you know, springs, and they gotta get a whole new brake for that side. So we're gonna have to wait on that. In the meantime, we'll get us a regular high side trailer. We got a fairly easy day today. Gotta go to Greenville first, and come back from Greenville, get unloaded, and then we gotta go to Roanoke Rapids. So we're not gonna do that many miles today. The only thing that's gonna hold us up is time getting loaded, and both these places can usually take their time a little bit. So that might be the only thing keeping us from getting off early, is just waiting to get loaded. Like I said, we're gonna go grab this high side up here, and we'll take off to Greenville. I'll see y'all at this pre-trip. As you can see, if you look real close, there's a pin on the other side of that fifth wheel from me. And that's the only thing I don't like about switching from that dump trailer, is we gotta get that pin out. So what I gotta do is I gotta dump the bags. That's fifth wheel. I gotta dump the bags so I can back up under this trailer. If I was in reverse, so we're gonna back up under here kind of gently if we can. That should be hooked. Pull our bags up. We weren't hooked. We jumped the pin. Let's see, we jumped that pin. We didn't jump it far enough to hurt anything. Now we should be hooked. Give her a little tug test. Yeah, we're hooked now. We'll reach down here. We'll slide our fifth wheel. Okay, we got it slid all the way to the end. Now we gotta lock our fifth wheel. Take the tension off the pin. Our fifth wheel's locked back. Take the tension off the pin, lock the brakes, and then I'm gonna get out and unhook this, and I've got to pull out from under this trailer now so I can pull that pin out. Be back in a minute. Since this pin can't be pulled out with it under the trailer, there's too much pressure on that fifth wheel. Gotta get this spun around so I can get that pin out over there. It. And we'll snatch this one out, and we'll be ready to take this trailer. And with these fenders in the way, this doesn't come out. Set that up like that. Slide our pins back in. Give her a couple taps on the tire. Set that pin. We'll tuck this back under here. Like so. And that'll stay right there. Now we're ready to hook to this. So we're ready to do the pre-trip now. I'm gonna shut the truck off so we can get a good read on the oil. For whatever reason, the hazards on this truck don't work unless it's on, which is kind of crazy, if you ask me. I'm gonna set you right there for a second. Maybe. Just need you there for a couple seconds so I can get my gloves on. Alright, we're ready to hook up to this bad girl. This trailer is one of the better high sides we got. That's why I grabbed it. Got our lights under there working. We're missing a mud flap, but since we got a trailer on, that doesn't matter. Trailer looks empty from this crack that's up here. The inspection was August of 2020, so it's still got 2 months left on it. That just hangs down. We got reflective tape down the side, all the way down. This trailer's fresh painted. Give the tires a little kick. Good, good. Good, good. We got lights. Tag is still good. Good for another month. Reflective tape all the way down the side. Good, good. Good, and good. We'll go up front and we'll check the oil in this thing. And we'll be ready to roll. Over here, we got coolant. I just put a new radiator in there. You can see that's a new, brand new radiator in there. We got coolant. We don't have windshield washer fluid. Everything in here looks okay. On this side anyway. Come over to this side. Everything looks okay. And we'll check this oil. And we're good on oil. Shove her back down in there. Put the hood down, we'll be ready to go. We do have a Mac, so let's not forget our pin or our hood lock. That'll cause you some frustration. Especially if you've never driven a Mac before. Or anything that's got a lock like that. I think Volvos have them too. If you hadn't driven a Mac or a Volvo, that'll get you. It's gotten me. I've been that idiot sitting on top of the hood trying to get it to shut. I can't figure out why it won't shut. It's because of that pin or that lock. That's the pre-trip. We're gonna go in here and fill out our paperwork from yesterday and we'll hit the road. On my way to the highway here, I seen a man and he was dedicated. Gotta give this man some props. He was walking down Sunset. He was power walking too. And he had a dozen donuts in his hand. You know, he had a box of a dozen donuts, and on top of that, he had 4 large coffees on top. I thought that was mighty nice of him. And he walked a good little ways to get to the Dunkin' Donuts to get his coffee and donuts. If I wasn't in this big truck, I probably would have picked him up and took him to where he was going. It is kind of warm outside. It's warm and humid. I think one of them was an iced coffee. I wouldn't want it to melt on whoever's it was. But I've seen him, and whoever had him go get them donuts needs to give him a little extra gratitude today. a little bit longer to get up here to the scrapyard in Greenville. I'm gonna throw it on a time lapse, and I'll see you when we get there. That might be the best spot that I have ever seen a highway patrolman in. He was backed up. There's like a slight little curve there that goes the other way, and then there's a bridge, then there's a slight little curve. He's backed up by that bridge, in that curve, in the tree line, shooting radar this way. Anybody that was gonna speed, it'd be way too late. They wouldn't see him until he's already got him. He's got a pretty good spot. But and we were rolling too. Luckily they had some traffic, oncoming traffic, flashing lights at us. We backed it on down before we got up there to him. That was a really good spot he was in. I gotta hand it to him. Out here on 33, NC 33, it might as well be a no speed limit NASCAR road course. As I can run 65 out here, and it's not busy right now, but if it was busy out here and I was running 65, I've had people pushing me. Folks fly out here. I've seen people run 70 from Tarboro all the way into Greenville. We ain't gonna run quite that fast. We'll keep it about 62, 63 out here. That's good enough for this big old truck, because it is kind of a windy road up through here. We're a little over halfway there now. Making good time. It hasn't been busy out here and I haven't got behind any slow traffic. We're gonna keep trucking on. Just as soon as I speak about not getting behind slow traffic, I have a car pull out in front of me and then go slower than what I was going, with absolutely nobody behind me. And that's one thing that will cause me to pull my hair out. Like, pulling out in front of me is one thing. I'm okay with it if you're gonna go faster or the same speed that I'm going. But these people right here pulled out in front of me and then proceeded to do 7 miles an hour less than what I'm doing, or what I was doing. And there's nobody behind me. But, you know, they see a big truck coming down the road and they figure I'm going slow. When in fact I'm doing 63 miles an hour, which is faster than what they were going. And now I'm in the point of this road where all the traffic is getting off 264 from Greenville and headed west on 33. I think it's west. Anyway, they're headed back to Tarboro on 33. It's like northwest. So there's nowhere for me to pass this car. So now I've got to sit behind them and hope that they get on 33 and they don't decide that they want to go the same way I'm going, which is going to continue down 33 till I get to 11. We'll see. Well, I was going to try to record me backing up in here because this place is kind of crazy. It's a double 90. You got one regular 90 to get up on the scale, and then you got a blindside 90. You gotta, yeah. I was trying to get myself backing into this place because it's kind of crazy. There's two different spots you gotta 90 into. You gotta pull up regular 90 onto the scale, and then pull back out and blindside 90 to get down in the hole. And then after he loads us, we'll pull back out, regular 90 onto the scale, and then we'll take off. I was gonna try to put my camera on the mirror, but I couldn't get it to stay. And I'm not trying to drop a $300 camera on the ground and run over it with a 40,000 pound truck. So we didn't get that, but we're here. We made it. It took us about 45 minutes to get here. I'm gonna sit here and close my eyes a minute while I get loaded, and I'll see y'all when we get back out of here. Alright, so we got loaded up here in Greenville. We were 68,000 pulling out of there. They got a trailer full of cars. That's all we got was a whole car. So they got it loaded fairly quickly, but they got a bunch of cars out there. And normally he's been loading shreds, so I guess the price on cars has been down. I reckon. I almost hit somebody. This truck had their damn blinker on back there. I looked over there and seen their blinker. They were in the turn lane, I thought. Maybe I was wrong. Anyway, we got loaded with some whole car. It rained a little bit. I almost hit the car right beside a damn sheriff's deputy. He was just a-looking. Oh well. We're gonna fly back to Rocky Mountain because we're not that top heavy. I kind of want to have a shorter day today. So, I'm gonna try to get up and get her done. See y'all in the mountain. And it starts. Actually, I'm gonna start this differently. I had to stop back there a minute ago. I forgot that railroad track on North Green Street is basically a Dukes of Hazzard ramp, and I hit it a little fast. I hit it at like 45. That's when you gotta go real slow over. Knocked my chain off my door back there. I had to stop and fix that, and of course it starts raining as I get out and do that. And it's kind of that annoying rain, that rain that the windshield wipers don't quite wipe off because they're dry, but the windshield's still wet. I think you know what I'm talking about. It's been kind of doomy and gloomy all morning, real cloudy, and there's a little slight breeze. It kind of looked like it wanted to rain, but it hadn't done anything until now. It's not coming down real hard. It's kind of drizzling, but it's that annoying rain. That's something we're going to deal with for the rest of the day. We're back on 33. We're trucking on along at 62 miles an hour. And we got free road in front of us and free road behind us. This has been one of the easier runs to that place I've had in a while. I got in there quickly, I got weighed in quick, I got loaded quick, I got weighed out quick, and I was able to get in and out and roll. So we're on our way back. We'll be back to work in about 30 minutes or so, and then we gotta go to Roanoke Rapids, which is another fairly easy run. It's 2-lane all the way there, but it's not really that big of an issue. I'm probably going to take the highway there. Might not take it all the way, but I got to stop and get something to eat somewhere. Means I may have to go out to 64 to the highway. Get something at the Sheets. I think that's what I'll do. I'll see y'all when we get back to Rocky Mountain. Or if I come up with anything I want to talk about. Alright, we're back on the road again. They unloaded us pretty quick, but I stopped and got some lunch. Had me a delicious Sheets burrito. Steak burrito with rice and beans. Little sour cream. Little Texas Pete. And a little taco salsa. Really hit the spot. Only downside was they were out of large cups at Sheets, so I ended up getting 2 smalls. Because I ordered online, so I'd already paid for a large and they didn't have any. We're going to go up here, hit 64, jump on 95, and we'll take 95 up to, was that NC33 there. And then we'll take that on over to 48. And we'll take NC48 all the way to Powell's Garage there in Roanoke Rapids. It's an easy ride. It is raining a little bit. Ooh. Oh dang, this truck does not want to stop. sliding that thing up there, the truck didn't want to stop. It's a little slick out here and my truck didn't want to stop. That was almost not good. You gotta be weary of that. Put that on for safety. But it's raining off and on. It looks like it's a little worse further north of here, which is where we're going. But we can hope it's not. But I got a feeling it's gonna be. And as you just saw, my truck does not want to stop now, which is kind of scary. That would just be a little more careful. I was going a little quick there. I'm so used to hitting 64 west from right there that I wasn't even paying attention to I had to get off 64 east from where I was. That's the way to 95. And I almost messed up. I got the turn though. We got on here. We're on 95. We'll be there in about 45 minutes. See y'all when we pull up. Looking kind of rough up here, ain't it? That's where we're gonna go into in just a minute. From what I can see on the back side of this camera, it looks even worse on that. Oh my, that is a cool shot. That's what we're heading into. They always get the worst storms up here, and I think it's because they're so close to the lake. Lake Gaston is up here just a little to our west. And you got Carr Lake to the west of that, and you got Roanoke Rapids Lake, which really doesn't count as anything that's in Roanoke Rapids. And I feel like all the worst storms kind of build around those three. It's up here, this part of Halifax County, and then southern Northampton County, and then everything east of here usually gets all the worst storms. That's what we're heading into. We're not too terribly far away. We've come through a little bit of rain already. It rained kind of hard as soon as we got on 48 here. The rain kind of poured down for about 2 minutes or so, and it was kind of steady until about right when I turned this camera on. The rain kind of subsided a little bit. Oh, I don't know if you can see it on the other side of them trees in the distance back there. That rain's coming down again. We're getting ready to drive into it. I'm gonna go ahead and back her on down. There you go, you ought to be able to see that transition into the rain now. The only part I don't like about this drive is it's 2-lane and you get rain like this, especially what we're getting ready to go into. I know this is going to be that can't see where I'm going rain. Oh yeah, look at that. It's just a wall up there. As I thought it was going to be. I'm going to turn them wipers up so y'all can see better. There is a few spots out here on 48 where it's rained enough to have water puddle across the road, or at least like halfway my lane. So we got that to deal with as well. That's as fast as my wipers go. I can't do anything other than that. We're gonna push on through this storm and I'll come back to y'all when it's over. So we made it to Powell's, but they still got their gate shut. And well, they're coming out to unlock the gate now. But we got near to Powell's, it's still raining to beat the band outside. We're going to back out onto 48, which I really don't want to have to do to get up in here, but the way we had to pull in, there won't no room. So we're going to back up here, get inside their gate while there's no traffic coming. That way we're not halfway hanging out on the road anymore. I don't really like that. Oh, really? Yeah, I need to go ahead and pull on up in here. So I'm not hanging out in the street no more. Man, it's raining like crazy down here. Well, up here. Now we're gonna get in here, wait in, go get back into our spot. Well, that sure was a interesting 3.5 hours here. We got here, got back in. They were super busy. He loaded us, got us about 3/4 of the way loaded, put something on the back door and popped the back door out of the locks. So he had to unload it and reload it. I backed over something when I got here, put a hole in my tire. Must have backed over 2 things because I had a flat tire on the tractor too that I didn't even see. I saw the thing I backed over. Tire man gets here, he's got to wait like an hour for me to get loaded. I finally get loaded, he goes to change the tire. They send him with the wrong tire size. He's got to wait for somebody to bring him that tire, and then he sees this flat. It's non-repairable flat, and he doesn't have the right tire size for that, so he's got to send the guy back out to get the right tire size for the tractor. It's now been, like I said, it's been 3.5 hours. We got here at 1 and it's 4:24 now. This easy day just turned into a pretty long, crummy day really fast. We're gonna go up here and weigh out, and we're gonna get back on the road. The guy loading me says we won't gonna be able to get a full load out of here, but we just come across their scales and we are 85,000 pounds. So they definitely got some weight in here. I'm not 100% sure how much weight he was trying to get in here, but he definitely got some. That's about 45,000 pounds of material. That's a pretty good load if you ask me. Now we just got to wait on traffic, try to get back out here on 48. We definitely can't take 95 with that. Which I wouldn't want to take 95 anyway, with the possibility of this back door coming open. I'd rather that happen out on a 2-lane than out on a 4-lane. Plus, this road's not that busy once we get out of Roanoke Rapids. It's pretty tame out here. It's just kind of through the backwoods. We're gonna haul down this way. We gotta go back to work. It'll be about 5:30 when we get back. Weigh this thing in, and then go park it. We're done for the day. We got another pretty long day tomorrow as well. And this is just the day that keeps on freaking giving, man. I made it back to work, but I left my keys in my Jeep this morning. That means I have no key to get in any of the gates, nor do I have a key to get into the gate where my Jeep is at. Oh man, it's 5:30, and this day it just keeps getting better. I'm gonna try to call some more people, but right now we're just stuck. So today's definitely been an interesting one. Got held up 3 hours in Roanoke Rapids, held up another 30 minutes here. We finally got a key. We didn't get to weigh our trailer in this afternoon, but we got a key, which I've got to take back over to the shredder yard. Luckily, they were still here. Had they not been here, we would be out of luck, because won't nobody coming. I hit that clock. And that was my day today. It was definitely an interesting one. Hope somebody finds some enjoyment out of this. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.